how I learned to love doing hard things. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but life is pretty much easier than ever. You can literally just sit down all day and watch Netflix and have a good time. You can open up your phone and scroll on Instagram and TikTok for hours and hours and hours, getting instant pleasure and instant gratification. You could do that all day and you can have fun with that. And that's fine. You could hop on and play video games all day. I mean, you've probably done this recently. But if you're watching this video, you're probably on some form of self-improvement, or maybe you're just not happy with your life right now and you want to kind of improve yourself. Something that took me a long time to realize is that in order to improve yourself, you've got to start doing hard things. You've got to kind of learn to like doing hard things. Because if you just go through life taking the easy route, you're just going to end up with an average life, because everyone does the easy route, right? If you're not happy with having an average life, you need to do stuff that isn't average. Should I get up and go to the gym and train? Or should I just sit on the couch and one more episode of Netflix? That's the easy route. And I think it's important that as young aspiring guys who are ambitious and you want to get places in life, you've got to learn the difference between taking the easy route and the hard route. In this video, I'm basically going to teach you how I learned how to take the hard route over the easy route pretty much 90% of the time. Often doing the thing that you need to do that's hard, that you don't want to do, is always going to be the thing that's going to progress you in life. And there's really three main concepts that you need to understand. It's these three concepts that are kind of going to mix together in a way that's going to decide whether you end up doing hard things or easy things. And those three things are discipline, willpower, and motivation. I'll just break them down really quick. I do plan on doing full videos on these topics and these pillars, but to break it down super simply, motivation is when you want to do something and you're happy to do it. So you are motivated to go to the gym. It means you want to go to the gym. You're excited to get a nice chest pump or whatever, right? Discipline is where you know that you need to go to the gym because it's leg day, but your brain keeps telling you, no, we don't need to train legs. My legs are kind of still a bit sore from last week, and maybe we could just sit down and like scroll through Instagram and just have a rest day. Let's have a rest day. And discipline is overcoming those thoughts and actually just going to the gym because you know that you need to go to the gym. And that's being disciplined, right? So that's the difference between discipline and motivation. And willpower is kind of the opposite, right, of motivation. It's like having the willpower to not do something when your brain's telling you to do it. Yeah, let's watch porn. Let's just sit down and watch porn and chill out, and let's play video games. You know, like, oh, my friends are online. Let's just hop on and play GTA for 2 hours, right? Willpower is saying no to those things and saying, well, no, I actually need to study right now, or no, I've got work to do. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So that's willpower. If you can like navigate those three pillars, you're on your way to be able to actually like take control of your brain instead of your brain kind of just taking control of like where you go in life. You always take the easy route. If you can understand these three concepts, you can kind of decide for yourself, right? Am I going to be disciplined in this situation? Am I motivated to do this thing that I should be doing? I'll do it. Do I need to practice willpower in order to not eat the junk food, right? I'm on a diet, I'm on a cut, I'm trying to lose weight. Let's practice a bit of willpower and not eat the chocolate bar, eat the fucking croissant, whatever it is, right? Hard times build strong men. So what do I mean by this? Well, that sounds kind of like a bit dramatic, right? Hard times build strong men, but it is true, right? If you can do hard shit, if you're going through a hard time, if you know, you're struggling with your body image or your self-image, or maybe you're super broke and you're really trying to make money online, or you're really trying to get a job, maybe you don't have a job. These are all like hard times. And when you're forced into a hard situation, it usually means that you're actually going to start to see some progress, right? You're going to start to do the things that you need to do to get out of that situation, because you don't want to be in that situation anymore. What we can take out of that phrase is hard times. We could sort of change that to like hard things, right? Hard tasks build stronger men. So if you want to make progress, let's say a fitness related thing, if you just keep going to the gym for a year, right, you'll see a bit of progress. But if you're kind of just going and you're motivated to go, and yeah, it's kind of easy, you know, you just kind of find going to the gym pretty easy now. I was like this for probably the last 6 months, right? Pretty easy going to the gym. It's only recently where I've changed up my split, where now I'm going to the gym and I'm actually quite sore the next day. I'm actually very fatigued afterwards because I've changed up the way I train. I train a lot more intense, a lot more sets. And I'm actually starting to see more progress, right? If you do hard shit, it's always going to yield actual results, like real world results. If you're just doing easy shit, right? Sitting on the couch watching Netflix, you're not going to lose weight by doing that. You're not going to build a business by doing that. You're not going to build a career by doing that. So you need to do stuff that's difficult, right? Me filming this YouTube video right now is kind of difficult because, I don't know, I'm kind of tired this morning and I know that I need to film a video, so I've kind of forced myself to do it, right? I've used a bit of discipline. That brings us back to the first kind of three things we talked about at the start. I've used discipline, and I've just filmed the video, right? I'm just gonna film the video because I know I need to do it, right? And progress myself in what is currently my biggest pursuit. So understand that concept, right? Hard times build stronger men. And the last kind of thing I want to give you in order to be able to start enjoying doing hard stuff and, you know, kind of be more motivated and take it from a discipline thing to a motivation thing. And it's to understand delayed gratification. So if you don't know what delayed gratification is, it's basically doing stuff that yield results in the long run, right? So take it back to a gym context again. When you're going to the gym, you'll make loads of gains, right, in the first couple of years. And then you kind of have to accept that it's going to be like 6 or 7 years before you make that same level of gains you did in your first year. Like, to get the same amount added on again, it's like another 6, 7 years, right? Because it goes up and then it plateaus like super fast, right? And that's delayed gratification, because you're going to the gym, you're training your ass off, you're training super hard, and you don't really see any results from that kind of level of training for like 6, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, whatever. And that's like delayed gratification, because it will feel good when you can actually, like, you know, you kind of walking past a car or something, you know, guys, we do this, right? Walk past a car and you can kind of see yourself in reflection and look at your arms and go, oh, like, you know, my arms looking kind of big now, you know. I do this all the time, right? And it's kind of that little bit of gratification, like that little kind of reward that you could just see it kind of briefly and you're like, oh, I'm seeing a bit of progress, you know, kind of proud of myself, you know. And that's delayed gratification. It's the opposite of instant gratification, which is, you know, opening up Instagram and scrolling through it for 3 hours. It's like instant dopamine, instant satisfaction, instant pleasure, but it required no effort, nothing hard to like get into that kind of mode, right? So if you can understand these 3 concepts, right, the kind of 3 fundamental pillars at the start, and then, you know, about delayed gratification and doing stuff that's hard time to build strong men. If you can understand these kind of quick little concepts and understand them fully, you'll be well on your way to actually like taking control of your actions and making decisions in terms of like, when you're presented with the choice of, do I go to the gym or do I just sit down and watch TV? Do I record a YouTube video or do I just watch YouTube, right? It's these choices that you constantly face within life. If you can understand these 3 concepts, you're well on your way to choosing the hard choice over the easy choice and actually having some agency in that decision, because that's what's going to start really moving the needle in terms of you actually making progress in whatever it is you're trying to do, right? Right, guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope it helped you in any way. Remember, just improve yourself by 1% every day and you'll get there. See ya.